Flux.
Hey guys, it's Flux here, and as you guys may know, Cities of Tomorrow just came out last night, so I'm starting a new series here on my channel in a sandbox region. It's going to be called just Cities of Tomorrow, obviously. My goal here is to make one clean city with the kind of academy stuff, and one kind of not so clean, dirty, profitable city based off the l.a.g stuff. So I picked this kind of different region here. This is the, I don't even know what it's called actually. Here we go, Verdant Jungle. It's definitely one of the more lush maps. I don't know. It seems like the new map pack kind of came with some really different looking maps. I kind of like them. So we're going to go with this one. You can see I have it in private. I have it in private, Cities of Tomorrow, and Sandbox. So we're good to go there. And we'll get started. So the goal here is kind of to be to, like I said, make those two cities. I'm going to start with I think we're going to do the clean first, is what I'm thinking anyway. This is going to be a clean episode. So I'll do kind of that in one sort of sub-series, and then I'll go on to the l.a.g series. So anyway, let's look at these so far. I think right now I like this one a lot. It's kind of like out there, like a beachside kind of thing. This one's like on the mountains. It's kind of tough. This one's kind of flat. This has a lot of water though, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Let's go with this one. It's got a lot of water. And I kind of want this one to be very green and very energy efficient and whatnot. So that's the plan there. Go ahead and claim this. You may notice that I'm playing in sandbox mode, like I said. And that's usually not something people do. Usually people play in the regular mode. But to me, I don't know. To me, this game is a lot about the building itself and the road efficiencies and stuff. And whenever you put the focus on the money, it's not really like an issue usually. Usually money's not a problem. It's more the fact you gotta wait. I mean, honestly, in this game, as long as you have something down and you're making a profit, you can really just wait it out and then get the money, and then you're good to go. But when I'm doing a series like I am, it's not really a good, doesn't really make good entertainment whenever I make a series in non-sandbox mode. I noticed in my older series is I kind of just spend a lot of time either thinking or waiting for money, and that kind of can get a little bit boring. So I'm thinking a more not fast-paced, but not slow either kind of series. So we'll be moving this thing along, maybe some time lapses and stuff. We'll see what happens, but either way, we do have l.a.g. I'll show you exactly what this l.a.g. We do have Cities of Tomorrow, which has l.a.g. in it. I'll show you exactly what it comes with. It comes with these three new specializations. There's the Mega Towers, these are the low wealth Mega Towers. You can see we have the apartment level, the mall level, and the office building. And then we have the Elite Mega Towers, which are the new ones. We've got the new ones, more like the clean ones. And we've got the apartment level, the mall, and obviously the office. So kind of one of each. And these basically serve as like mini cities, to be honest. They're like, they each host their own offices, their own entertainment, and their own residential, as well as things like parks and power sources, things like that. And all that stuff can be used in kind of a compact way to gain a lot of one of the other things. So like jobs or people or whatever you want. So they're very good for that. And that's kind of what you use them for, I guess. You can get some really crazy populations if you use these right. But these are very expensive. They don't require anything to be built, but they're very expensive and insanely positive. These are the same with, I believe it is, let's see, the academies. All right, it's all unlocked, I guess, but usually you have to unlock these and whatever else. But then we also have these l.a.g factories here. I can make a l.a.g HQ in the factories, and we can make a ton of money off of these. So we'll go on those in the next series or the next sub-series. So for now, we'll do this. I think we got to first start out with this road planning situation. So I think we kind of got an interesting start here. Usually you don't start with this kind of two-sided thing, but I think what I want to do is actually maybe even keep this. Let's see real quick. Use the little tree trick to see how far a medium or a high density wealth would go. High wealth, high density, whatever. I'm thinking that this isn't very efficient because we're not going to have room to build something else over here. So we may as well kind of redirect this road a little bit, not make it go everything out here through here. We'll make it go kind of out sideways and stuff, not a straight path. So we'll kind of pull this back. We're still paused, so we can kind of do whatever we want now when we think about this. This one, on the other hand, looks like it could be in a good position for later. Not a big fan of how these come in. I don't really like how these both come in sideways like this, or at least in the same direction. Let's do like a diagonal city. Let's make this thing crisscross with this and make a big intersection in the middle here where we can both go diagonal like this. Let's do that. So let's pull this. I want it to be very dense in the middle though, so we'll try and focus that aspect here. First, just kind of pull this out a good ways. This one can come out farther because it's got more room on this side, and then we're gonna pull this. I think about in this direction is a good spot to make the intersection. So we'll do this. I believe that's exactly diagonal, correct? Yes, it is. It's kind of going more this way, which is all right. It's about there. Delete these two here, and we're gonna put some road here. Okay, so now let's pull this out to kind of meet equally in the middle here. I'm thinking a good intersection point would be about here. So let's kind of make the intersection. I'm gonna make this different later, but it's kind of a base layout. We'll do that. Bring it all the way past, and then connect these here. Awesome. One, two, 1, 2. Connect this with a little curve. And we should be good to go right there. Awesome. So that's kind of our base layout now. We can kind of see we're going to have a very diagonal city, especially in this middle area. And hopefully some less dense stuff over here, some kind of suburbs and stuff. I kind of like having the medium density, or actually even the low density, medium wealth suburbs all along these coasts over here. They look really good like that. So we'll go for something like that. Kind of like my Golden Coast city. You saw that in my most recent build. Anyway, so I think I'm going to stop here for a minute and go to time-lapse while I just build this intersection, because honestly, I usually make these interchanges kind of complicated, and they take quite a while to kind of get what I want. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we are back. You can see I finished this new interchange here, and it turned out pretty well. I got lots of crazy hectic roads going through, but at the same time, I did make sure to limit it kind of around here, and then these points here, in terms of, having multiple roads in a row. That kind of prevents the confusion of the traffic, and it keeps it from getting kind of backed up, like driving all the way down this one road without any intersections and stuff like that. It kind of prevents that, so that should help. Anyway, let's get back to it. I do want to first go ahead and hop into our win menu, see if we have any wind direction. I'm sure it's this way. Okay. So in that case, I think we might do... I always hate whenever it goes towards a shoreline and not like away from the city. But I think we'll then do the industry stuff back on this side. We'll make kind of a obviously clean energy. But what I've kind of learned from this, as of doing this so far, is that it's definitely essential to make sure that you have kind of a slower buildup. So you can't just like go in and place like massive mega towers right away, because you'll actually get in a pinch where things will happen, like, for example, maybe your water won't open until you have power, and your power won't turn on until you have water. Things like that, they can kind of rely on each other. So you need to make sure you don't just build all the max things out, 'cause sometimes they like rely on each other and it causes issues. So let's go in there now and make sure we're okay. I think I'm gonna see, when's our water table at? That's another thing we should check real quick. I believe, okay, so most of the water's on this side, unfortunately. If we want to do some sort of water tower setup or whatever, we're gonna have to do it on this side, which is okay. But I think anyway, regardless of what we do, we can probably put the water and stuff over here, because to be honest, it doesn't even matter. They're not gonna pollute anything or put any air pollutants out. So in that case, we'll do the actual industry on this side, but then we'll do the actual water and stuff on this side. So let's get to that. I want to first start with some sort of road going through the middle here. Also, we do have this. Let's see if we can incorporate this kind of through our city. Maybe even like a straight down the line thing, and then make it do like a split in the middle or something. Would be kind of cool. I did get this to work pretty well. I do want to use this though. Maybe we could put it... Maybe we'll just leave it the way where it is, and we'll have a connection in the middle here of the city, because honestly, I don't think it's necessary to have anything more than that, because we had the new... Where are they? The new maglevs, which are really awesome, by the way. So that should work fine. Does this not need to be... I guess not. It doesn't need to be high-tech to build maglevs on, so that's cool. I still haven't used these much yet, so we'll figure out how that goes. I think they're just made for high-speed transportation, really. I don't think they really need to be... I don't think they actually go around anywhere. I think they just stay on the same roads. They just go faster or something. We'll find out later. But anyway, let's get back to it. So I want to extend this, wherever this went. Extend this a bit, and I'm gonna kind of plan this around the central point here of my city. Is that right like that? We can actually make a little overpass. What's all this stuff in the way? Let's see if that will do the trick. It should. There we go. Let's do something like that. And then we'll just do a little UE at the end. Actually, I'm just going to end it there, because honestly, I don't think we need anything else from there. So now, let's plan out the actual station itself. I'll do this in a minute, actually. I don't want to do that quite yet till we know how wide this stuff's all going to be. So, let's see. Let's base it off this point here, because we need to make sure that we can fit things next to this railway station. So, let's do one little connector here. It's not going to go into the actual road itself, but let's try, like, right here. Oh, it's not. Straight road. Right here. And we can test out with our tree trick, and it'll work just fine. Like almost barely in there, but it'll work, so that's good. So that tells us we can do a full road all the way down to here. I think it's unnecessary to actually connect them, so I'm going to make them go over and do overpasses instead. Like so. Nope. It's not going to work. Let's do something like this. Even out as much as possible. I think that's even. Great. Do that on this side as well. Whew, okay. This should do the trick. Oh, one more. I think that's alright. Awesome. Okay. We have two of those. Let's now begin a bit of... Actually, can I fit a train station? Let's do it on either side just for fun. You need to delete these roads. I think it actually should fit in just right if we're careful about it. See how this works. Not quite. In that case, let's make it in the middle instead and not waste any room. In fact, you know what? Let's just make this train. Can this come out? Oh, I don't think I can delete this. Yeah, I can't. It's not. It's default, so I can't delete that. All right. In that case, let's just make one in the center and kind of make it dip in a bit. We'll lose a bit out of it. Whatever. How can I make sure that we have the proper distance here, or at least the average middle? Just kind of build this based on this. Oh, this is it right here, actually. Uh-oh, whoops. This is the exact middle right here. Keep that in mind. And then we'll build this here. It connects like just perfectly, actually. Gotta do 2, just for the sake of making it more symmetrical. I mean, why not? I got limited money, right? Let's do 1 on this side and 1. That's too far away. Delete train station like it's nothing because I can. Let's try just touching this road. That's a good idea. So right there and right there. Delete. Actually, I could probably just keep that road there. It'd be kind of a cool spot for a road. Well, actually, we'll figure it out in a minute. Just get this done first. My phone is going off like crazy over there. Here we go. Oh, it's not right. Appreciate it if you cooperated. Road. Aw. Did not want to do that. There we go. Let's make this a bit more symmetrical for the sake of aesthetics. There we go. Awesome. Then we got the double train station in the middle here. Let's add... Let's see, we need water, obviously. So let's put a little hydro pumping station somewhere close by just for the sake of getting water in real quick. That should do. Alright. What else do we need? Obviously, we need power. Do that in a minute, though. Okay, so let's start zoning this. Oh, this isn't connected. Is it just kind of here? Okay, well, in that case, let's get this working. So, if we have this as our as one of our roads, then we can go ahead and safely create 2 high density away from it and get the maximum density. I want to make this center part extremely dense, like this whole inner kind of shape, I guess. I don't know what this is. We want to make this as dense as possible, and then we'll make the outsides kind of less dense. So let's do 2 there, and then we'll go and take a break with one of these. Oh, not using the straights. There we go. Take that all the way down to this side. And I think the center we can also do another one of these big roads. It'll look cool. Too close to existing intersections. Okay, that won't work because of these intersections. What if I did 2 high densities? Is that a little overkill? Looks kind of cool. It's not really centralized on this thing anyway, so I'm not gonna do that. Plus, it's really unnecessary. We just need one going in. In fact, I can just do this. Let's see. I believe this is the exact distance. I don't want to be wrong on this, but I think it is. Let's try and see. It actually doesn't matter because we're going to be zoning on these 2 sides, so I can put it wherever I want. So in that case, let's just put one on each of the ends of these pieces here. Like here and here, right? A bit farther over this way. There we go. That should fit us just fine. Get rid of these old parks here. We might actually do the academy here if we can fit it. I'm pretty sure we can. Let's see how this academy would fit right here. The academy. So it fits just perfectly in here. So might as well. I hate how they never center upright. That's alright. We'll do this side. And then we will add on to it. Can I fit something in here? It'd be so sweet if we could. Oh, I barely can. That is awesome. Wow, this could not have worked out more perfect than this. This is extremely lucky how this is working out. Although, we don't want this to be too... we kind of wanted this to be high density though, didn't we? We don't want this to be kind of like the lower to the ground stuff, so... As nice as that fits in there, that'll also fit high-density buildings just fine. I don't want to have low-to-the-ground stuff in here. Maybe even some bigger buildings, and maybe like around this or something. We'll see. But for here, we'll leave that space for the actual buildings themselves. So let's go ahead and zone that actually now while I'm here. We'll do residential. Do some commercial here since this is where the tourists are going to come in from. Like that. Residential. Residential. All the way down. Might as well have some residential here as well. Only actually get to there, but that's alright. Just go all the way down for safety's sake. Okay. Awesome. Now we can probably hit play safely. Not worry about that too much. I do want to wealth up over here as well. Forgot about that. Let's do high wealth all in this middle section because there's no point in having anything lower than that. Millennia Plaza. This raises wealth and land value as well as futurizes nearby houses, shops, and factories. Might as well do this as well then, huh? So let's put one of these. Where? How about one at each one of these corners? Maybe this corner would be a good spot for it. I believe we can still fit something here as well, so let's do that. I just put it like this. I did. Can we still fit the high wealth? Oh, we can't fit the high density here. We just can't. But I can zone something on this corner here, and it should work just fine. Like that. Alright, let's get some more high wealth parks in here though. Let's do a little central park kind of going down the middle. That'd be kind of cool. What do we have? Large fountain. Put that right down the middle here. Or close to the middle as we can. So kind of like a little park plaza thing. The same one. Yeah, we want the same one. There we go. That's kind of nice coming out of this main area here. Let's put one here as well because it kind of fits well. These pool ones on this other side. All right. What's wrong with this? Train station's closed. No power. Oh, right. We need power, don't we? Let's pause and get water and power going more. No power because we need water. Alright, let's get the power stations open then. We're going to start with just some basic... This just needs water, doesn't it? It's not a lot of power, though. Let's not do that. Let's start out with the oil just to get us where we need to be, and then I'll go back and switch out of that later on so we get farther. So I'll put an oil kind of tucked back here. And get glow market oil. That should be just fine for now. We can get some water going as well, I believe. The demand is not much, so I think 1 or 2 of these should do it. Let's just do 2 to be safe. That is pumping okay. Needs power. Awesome. Those 2 are running fine now. Power is powering buildings. We just need more shopping. Get some more high wealth over here, because we can. In fact, might as well just put some more high wealth parks over here. Why are they unhappy? Upset we had no power. Right, of course. It's okay. Looks like I could fit one of these large plazas here. Let's do one of these, and then we'll just do it on both sides, actually. And we'll expand them outwards, kind of the side. Like this. Let's do 2 square fountains. That looks cool. There we go. 1 on that side, and 1 on this side. I like that they at least all connect together now, or at least they look like they're connected together like these 2 do. There we go. And awesome. Okay, that is good to go. Let's see. It's gonna be a bit rough right now to start off with lack of this. Oh, we have sewage. That's not good. Okay. Sewage sanitizer. It needs ControlNet. We don't want ControlNet quite yet. We don't have enough ControlNet networks going on. Ooh, are those showers of rain? That's kind of cool. Didn't look like that in other cities. This must be new to the new cities. Okay, so let's get this rolling here. Obviously, we're gonna need to connect this with this road back here and create kind of a back road. Although, how big is the sewage treatment plant? We were gonna do utilities back here, weren't we? So let's just do that now, because I can. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna put a water plant. Let's put it off away from this though. This is kind of like right there in the hub of the city. I wanted to have some high density buildings along this coast as well. We don't want to clutter that up at all. But I believe the water table kind of thickens even back here too. It does. Okay, cool. So let's get some more. Let's see, what can we, how can we get this all to connect again? I guess from here we can. So let's do that. Let's build this on over. My goal is to build the water and sewage stuff right here, leaving this kind of open for the city and this part all for the city as well. So let's see if we can connect. We kind of keep the road grid system at this point. We'll make some neighborhoods over here. Right. Then for the city, then for the sewage plants, though, it's the easiest way to get over here from. And actually, let's just do this. Let's connect this. How close is? What's the point we need to make this perfect? Out there. Let's make that happen over here on this side. There we go. Not good enough. Back these both up a tad bit. And connect it right. Oh. Okay, so now that we got that, this is gonna be high density buildings. This will be the kind of low density, medium wealth, so it looks like kind of cool suburbs. And then from there, I think we'll be able to kind of build this out a bit and connect the water stuff over here. Let's try and do that. First things first, because we can probably make this into a 4-way. Actually, no, it's not really. Is there a point in doing that? Not really. This all connects here. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Too much sewage. Oh god. Okay, wait. Let's. Wow. So these houses are literally filling up with sewage, and they're moving out of their houses because of that. It's probably not a good thing, if I had to guess. Okay. Let's get that sewage going here. That'll fit for the right wealth size. We might as well just connect these two. It'll get some better accessibility around here. Wish I could fit something there. Can I fit like a park or something? Like a skinny park? Damn, I can't. Oh, maybe onto this thing? Can I not? Oh, I don't think I can. It's too bad. It would have been a cool spot for a nice park or something. How's the wealth, though, before we go any farther? Looks like this whole area is kind of covered. So anyway, we're gonna eventually run into some issues here with, let's bring this down to about here. And then we'll kind of split it off in this direction. Go a bit farther, actually. How far can we go with this and make it okay? Let's just do this to make it easier. Let's start back here. You know, we're gonna have suburbs back here though, so we don't need to make any grids. Let's go to about here, and then we'll change directions here. One, two, two. Split those there. Awesome. That should allow us to build what we wanted over here, which is our sewage treatment plant and our water treatment plant. We'll eventually move to this, but for now we'll just do this just to save us issues with the whole ControlNet. ControlNet is basically the power that comes with the new expansion pack, and the problem with ControlNet is you need a separate power source, and that separate power source in this game is ControlNet. I think they're chargers or something. Let me see if I can find them. I think they're in here. Yeah, here. You need these things, these ControlNet facilities, and they are definitely expensive to run and build, so you kind of got to be careful with them. And it takes a lot of ControlNet to run Mega Towers, so to keep that all in mind whenever you're building this stuff, because honestly, as cool as it all looks, even in Sandbox, you can literally run yourself out of ControlNet and get in some serious issues with like water and ControlNet and power, and them all relying on each other and not working properly. So you kind of need to build it up evenly, or else it'll all collapse. Anyway, sewage treatment and water. Let's do sewage treatment right. So this is going to run out here. We could actually do high density buildings on this side as well. That'd be cool. It's more of an issue with this stuff. How can we make this fit? We need a long, wide spot for water. So let's do water right here. Where that went. Water treatment. Put you right there. We'll delete this and put an actual treatment plant here. We can get one more over though, because this is gonna have plenty of room for one more, like a full-size treatment, and not just the small one. So let's do that, so we don't waste any space. We're kind of low on space over here. That should be good. Oh, wrong thing. Wow. Pull those. Alt-W this like crazy so we get tons of money. Oh, I need to hit play first. There we go. Okay, water first. This should still work just fine if I edit this and delete this one. There we go. And let's do one more for good measure. Right, is that gonna be enough? I could just max it out. I'm gonna need it anyway, might as well. Let's do 6 total. Max it out. Good job. We'll do the treatment on this side then. Whoop, that's not straight roads. Okay, so if we want to do treatment, we need to do it from this side over here. It's a beach side. road back here. That's kind of cool. I love the beaches on these new maps. They look really cool. All right, that's gonna work. Sewage treatment all along the backside. We can actually make it a bit closer even than that. In this city, it's kind of all about packing it all in tight enough that it all fits perfectly. Because I don't want to waste space with these gigantic mega towers and whatnot. It's almost better just to pack it in tightly. Like this. I believe you can fit. If we do this, we can then... I'll probably go back and change this to the other type. But for now, this is just fine. Like that. Maxed it out and kind of made a nice little corner back here. So that should be good for our citizens. Looks like we need obviously some health issues here. Let's slow it down a bit. We'll just go to 1. This is the real tough part now, is managing and getting in, kind of packing in what we want, you know, with in terms of just the basic RCI stuff. But then we got to worry about the mega towers, which are going to take a ton of space up, and kind of account for those. But at the same time, we also need to have our utilities all good. And, you know, not only that, but if you want to make it like aesthetically pleasing, you kind of have to make the utilities in places that don't block tall buildings, so that you kind of have like an even spread. I kind of like to do that. I like to have like tall stuff in the back, short in the front, like you're doing like a picture or something. It kind of makes it all look better. So that's the goal. We're kind of at our limit here today, so I'm gonna wrap it up here, but we'll have another episode coming out hopefully very soon. Really digging this new expansion pack. Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.